And welcome back to the penultimate episode of Uncharted 2. This time we're going to work our way to Shambhala by opening a path so we don't get shot by Lazarevich or Flynn, more likely at this point. Whilst listening to the usual banter between the two. I say banter, it's more like vile hatred that they've turned into a bit of banter now, but anywho's. I get to play the waiting game again because we can't do this until Flynn gets over here.
For me, Daddy's got a gun. I can't believe Lazarevich hasn't killed you yet. Give me a boost, buddy.
Yeah, I've been waiting here for a while.
There we go.
Come on then.
Oh,
To be fair, I've been playing a lot of Shin Megami Tensei 4 recently, so it's kind of weird saying Flynn because I'm used to the protagonist of 4 being called Flynn. Well, you can name him whatever you want, but because it has a like in any game where you can name your own character, if they already have like a standard issue name, I usually just use that. Like in Persona 4, I always call the protagonist Yuna Akami, etc, etc, because I couldn't think of any more examples. So I just left the name as Flynn, and so it's weird because now going from Flynn in that to Flynn in this, and Flynn's the protagonist who like can save humanity, bring peace, or bring freedom, or just be an arsehole and annihilate everyone on your choice. In Shin Megami Tensei, in this, he's just a British dickhead. So it's a bit of a juxtaposition between the two Flynns. But it's still alright. Shin Megami Tensei 4 I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I was. Even if the difficulty is questionable at times. Because it's always really hard, but sometimes you have to argue whether or not it's justified difficulty or just it decided to kill you that day difficulty. And I have just recently got Apocalypse as well, so now I've got the neutral ending for Shin Megami Tensei 4, which is the closest thing to a true ending you can get in that game. I can move on to Apocalypse now and essentially get the second half of the plot and work out what was going on several years after the original came out. How is this like Stonehenge? Nice one, Flynn. But this part is a lot calmer. Like there's no, well, obviously there's no gunfights because you're not given a damn gun. You're not allowed one because Flynn doesn't trust you, and he has no reason to. So you end up just doing lots of boring old platforming and just trying to work your way across. But this is sort of like the atmospheric build-up to the end because we are getting there now.
Hope you can make that jump on your own. I sure as hell am not going to help you.
If you jump straight over to the other side, there is a treasure for you, like over here.
No help, no help. Never mind, just kidding.
Like, there's nothing here now because I got it on a different playthrough, but it's just so you know there was one there. I really need to get back into swing of this.
Right, let's open it up.
It's been too long since I like proper got into the effort of recording, and I know it's like having an effect on my dialogue skills. Like the puzzle here is pretty easy.
So what do
Like you have to scroll through the book to find what the pages are.
As usual, I'll take care of everything. Would you? Wait. What? Those symbols.
What you're looking for is above us. But I'm just messing about here because I haven't remembered. But there's actually things above all these little pieces here that you want to look at. Like if I just like turn the camera up, just remotely. Or I'm going to stare at my book and try and remember what I was supposed to do. There we go. And that's where I'm like, oh, okay. So the one that looks like the hexagram has to have those ones. And, well, not the hexagram, the bunch of diamonds. And the one that has the jewel relates to these. So you've just got to keep on going along and just build it up to what's right. As I once again look at the book. The Sintamani stone. I was about to call it the jewel of life, but that's the wrong thing entirely.
Trying to concentrate.
I think that's it. That's a double check. Could probably have sped this up, but I left it in for some reason, so... Well, it's a long old part looking at the recording of it, so... I probably could have sped this up, to be fair. Because it's a very simple enough puzzle. Like, there's nothing complicated in the puzzles in the first 3 Uncharted games. Hell, even Uncharted 4 is not that complicated. It's a bit more complicated, but nothing you can't solve. Hey,
What's that? Just came out the floor. Come on, make yourself useful.
push it.
What are we grinding wheat? What is this?
It's gonna open a door, Flynn. Stop fucking complaining, you piece of.
There we go.
Well, that should open our way forward. So, or you know, just pour lots of water in. Which same difference really. As look. Oh god. And now we've got our path open, so that's a plus.
Oh crap! What the hell are these things? We're not gonna get done. No time to argue. All right, here. Thank you.
And it begins again. Now we've got a gun. These guys do soak up a shit ton of bullets. So just sort of, well, first of all, don't stay in the centerpiece here, and only do the precise shooting when you can get away with it. Most of the time, you're going to be doing what I'm doing here, which is running and free firing. The free fire aim is all right when you're near an enemy. It gets a bit wonky the more distance you make. So if you stay close, you can free fire like this, and a lot of the shots will hit. And you have unlimited ammo in this section. You won't run out of bullets regardless of how many bullets you fire. Ow. You know, I've never been hit by that, so I have no idea if that's an instant kill or just does a shit ton of damage. Be interesting to find out though. But yeah, you can probably noticed by now, they're still not fucking dying. So just keep shooting and keep on running until eventually a cutscene will kick in. Ow! God damn it, there we go. If you feel like you're about to get hit, feel free to roll or jump like a madman to try and get out of it. He fired 3 shots from a double barrel shotgun. I call bullshit.
Hold him.
What the hell are those things? What?
Scarecrows. Guardians to frighten trespassers.
Yeah? Well, it's bloody effective. Zarvich, done what you asked. Let them go.
Always bargaining. But you have played your last hand. And lost.
Looks like it's the end of the road, mate.
No, not yet. I want him to see Shambhala. And die, knowing that I have taken it from him. Open the gate! You have been a thorn in my side for far too long. On your knees.
Hey, Zoran, we had a deal.
I do not suffer traitors.
Oh, right, so I suppose you know exactly how to find the stone then, won't be needing me. Thanks.
On your knees! What is this? Fire, you fools!
Run! Go!
Onto the bridge!
Your
you'd think that now they haven't got that big furry armor on them. This is me, yeah, that was just me resetting the recording and me paying for it. But you'd think with wearing less of that big furry armor now and just being a lot more skin bare that they'd be easier to kill. No, they're bastards. Also, that run there that I just did is very luck dependent whether you'll live that or not. That was several missed recordings of me just getting shot to shit and dying, and this is me trying to find any kind of spot where I don't get shot. Just so I can survive for a second to make the next run. Because there's no point really fighting the enemies here because you won't fucking win. Simple as. And you don't have the firepower to begin with to even do it. You're not even armed. So just trying to go up and punch, you won't win. You can do it as much as you want. You will not win. They will kill you so much faster than you can kill them. The only thing that kills those guys quickly is the crossbow. Oh shit. Get a gun! Right, at this bit I try not to use the cover point in the middle. I just try and mow them down as quickly as possible until you can't anymore, then move to the middle. Because if you can kill as many as you can in that initial onslaught, the better. Even if there is only 2 guys, they are armoured, so it's better to try and just mow them down in the confusion at the start than just immediately run for the cover.
Okay.
What is out of that ship?
Get the hell out of here now.
And of course, the moment we get the Shambhala, our first objective comes and turns into get the fuck out of Shambhala. So thanks for that. All that effort, all that waiting, just to have to leave the moment we get here.
Let's keep moving.
Yeah, this is the main firefight I was dreading. And that was me checking to see if I had a checkpoint or not before I did, and before I started
Someone
here.
else made it in here before us.
Let's hope we have better luck making it out.
Yeah. These bodies look like they've been here 60, 70 years.
Hey. Didn't seem to do them much good, but here.
Thanks.
Well, Lazarovich and his crew will have headed into the city, so if we can just make it back to the entrance, it should be clear by now.
No, Chloe, we're going after the Chintamani stone.
What?
We have to stop Lazarovich.
And how exactly do you plan on doing that?
Get to the stone first before he does and destroy it.
Whoa, wait a minute. Don't tell me you're buying into all that supernatural nonsense.
I don't know what to believe anymore.
Okay, well, just in case you missed it, that man is certifiable. He thinks he's fulfilling some sort of prophecy that the stone will somehow make him invincible. Immortal.
We're standing in the middle of Shambhala, and you're questioning what's possible?
Yeah, you saw how many bullets they pumped into those things? Something strange is going on here.
All the more reason why we should get out while we still can.
I'm just trying to set things right.
And maybe save the world?
Oh, God. Listen, Sunshine. The world doesn't care. You stick your neck out, you are asking to lose your head.
You said yourself you want to take this guy down.
Yes, and I want to see him pay more than you do. But that's not how it will end. This is how it will end.
No. Not this time.
Come on. What do you say?
That you're crazy. But let's go save your bloody world.
Atta girl, who knew you'd buy around to it eventually and help us on our globe-trotting Save the World quest so we can stay in Shambhala longer instead of having to leave immediately. Well, as you're going to see, I'm going to be trying to collect as much shit as possible, because this firefight is a bastard. Because these crossbows that they're shooting at you will put you down faster than anything in this game. See? That was one fucking shot. If you want to find out what brutal mode is like before going to brutal mode, try this gunfight. It's 2 shots from anything will kill you. And that's how the entirety of brutal works. But this section is a bastard. You have, like, if you're not, like, at full health, don't stop running, because you know you're in dying range. And if they get close to you, run as well, because their punches are instant kills. As they're about, ooh, and if you get doubled up like that, it's over. I'm surprised I left that entire failed attempt in, to be honest. Up here is a good point to hold, but they will jump down on top of you if you stay here too long, so don't hold it forever. Right, there goes one. Oh, that got both of them. Oh, that's lucky. Oh, this guy's a bastard as well.
Oh shit, those things blow up!
Thankfully, this guy's not as bad as the other two because he'll stay up there for most part. He'll come down eventually, but unless you can kill him quickly. And he seems to be targeting everyone else first, so I'm alright here for now. And to be honest, I don't even know if he can actually reach me with that from here. Yeah, it seems to be hitting the archway up there first, so I think you're actually safe to remain up here. Oh, he's moved.
Gonna need stronger weapons than this.
That's for sure.
Oh no, he died. It just looked like he'd moved. Alright, now we need to find our way up. If you can find a crossbow, keep it, because you can, like I said, you can kill those. It's the only thing that kills those things fast. Everything else takes a mountain ton to murder them. But that's one of, if not the worst gunfight in the game for me. I always dread that fight in particular for it. Because every other fight after this, you can have a crossbow, so you can make it far easier, but that one you have to fight them with bare weapons. More bullets. Can you make that? Yeah, you can make that jump. That's the thing with Uncharted, the amount of jumps you look at it and you have to go, can I make that? Because the jump's so floaty compared to other games of its genre. Like the biggest example and biggest comparison I always make is Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider is nowhere near as floaty as this with its jump. Well, no, I say that, it's become more floaty, but originally it wasn't. Originally it was a very sturdy jump, and so you had to very much trust yourself whether you could or couldn't, and make your own judgment. You couldn't just see a jump and go, yeah, I could probably make that. These get into the habit of just shooting them. They explode, so...
What the hell? Oh my god, what is that?
The sap is flammable, just like the resin we found.
Oh, great. Little warning next time, maybe.
Any sap you see, feel free to shoot it, because it will detonate. And we have a little bit of another climbing puzzle, just to try and break the pace a little bit. This is me trying to beat it to the punch, because you have to like aim it off the wall to shoot it. And I was trying to see if I could get it from here first. You'll see what I mean when I get there. When you get up here... Come on. Anytime you want, Drake. See? So you've got to shoot it out before you can make the jump, otherwise it'll be a wasted jump and you'll just fall to your death. Anyway, if you come up here, it will circle around to where we just was, and you'll be like, oh, okay, but there's actual sap you can only reach from here, so there you go, and then you can open your way forward. So it's a nice little circle round to open up a simple area. And if you end up with no ammo, don't worry, there are loose guns you can find around to help give you the bullets to deal with the sap. That's where we need to be.
Must be where the Chintamani stone is.
Yeah, correct, Drake. It is where the stone is.
It's all so beautiful.
Spoilers.
This place really must have been something back in the day.
Not quite.
Does feel kind of haunted, doesn't it?
And this place is ginormous for a reason. This is a giant ass arena that's about to take place. You have to move a little bit first and go a little distance. But when you get there, you'll see what I mean. This is me just scavenging first. There's an M4 there, but if you have the crossbow, don't pick it up. Burn through all your crossbow rounds before you pick up any other two-handed weapon. Trust me. Right, it should be, as we go to open this, something... We have trouble. Yep, see? The main thing to keep in mind with this section when you go into it is that they don't know you're here yet. So if you want to try and move to a different position, or you're just not happy with this one, feel free to, just be wary not to be spotted. You can really get a good position from here if you just take the time to move around, because there's people here, but eventually the Guardians will turn up as well. So just sort of start planning to yourself how you're going to handle it. I've seen him as a free stealth kills, that's what I'm going with now. There we go. some bullets, and now we can start planning where we're going to go. Preferably, I'd like to be some of them group up so I could throw a grenade between them, but I don't think we're going to get that luxury. Alright, let's see how quickly this ends badly. Because in hindsight, I really... Yeah, there we go. I'll say in hindsight that wasn't the best position. Let's see where I go on my second attempt. Am I going to wait for the stealth kill, or am I going to get into it a lot more? Oh, I got into an even worse position? Okay. Oh, okay, I was shooting the staff. Alright, I'll let myself off. That's an awful position to go into. Oh, I'm using... Okay. It's weird to think I recorded this last September. It's so long ago now. I'm forgetting a few bits and pieces. Hey, calm it down, mate. I'm going to move away just because he's going to be a problem. And there's a dude with a laser sight as well, it's going to be a problem. Good thing they're basically immortal, those two. They can die, but their health is so ridiculously fucking high that I've never seen them die. I just know it's possible. This is me just thinking, trying to work out what to do. Because I want the Guardians to come out. Because when the Guardians come out, it becomes a much easier hurdle, even if it becomes harder in other elements. Because they will attack these guys as well. Because they don't want anyone here, obviously. At this point I'm just burning through crossbow rounds when I really shouldn't be. But I think I just wanted to get a move on. If you're following along, ow, try and refrain from using the crossbow rounds. That was fortunate. If you're playing on Crushing and Brutal, this weapon is not a wise idea, no matter how much you enjoy it, because it leaves you too open. I'm only using it because I have a height-based sort of form of cover with it, and here they come. And that's me realising it's really not a wise idea, so just fucking crossbow them. See, 2 shots from a crossbow, and how many bullets from a normal gun? Like 500? But I think that's the end of that fight, so we can move back. But this is going to be me scrounging again.
Just what I need.
Yeah, a bit too late though, but we've got more grenades. As a motorbike comes to pass. Don't be loud, don't be loud. Oh, okay. Hopefully that won't go through the recording too loud. A rocket launcher, nah, not a bad substitute. Alright, I can see why I took that. I really need to play more Uncharted, it's been a while. I don't know whether to just wait for Lost Legacy and play that, but I'm hesitant with Lost Legacy because it looks like it's going to be structured off Uncharted 4 structure. And I've mentioned several times, I did not enjoy Uncharted 4's stiffer, heavier gameplay. I preferred it where it was a lot looser in 1, 2 and 3. Well, anyway, we got outright counterbalance the weight, so we need to go over to the other side. Should be able to reach that. Yeah.
Alright, I'm on it.
Okay, here we go.
Alright, and now we just need something to wedge it. Like that.
Go!
Bloody hell, you could have put that in a bit more stable. Oh, and now it's raining, great. This section's hard. Actually, this section's pretty tough on Crushing and Brutal. Because there's not as much cover as you'd like, and for some fucking reason you can't do it stealth because Elena will always open fire. As we kind of get as we kind of got bombarded in the corner there. So you have to hit the ground aggressive with this. Because you can't play it stealthy because you won't have the time to otherwise. So I burn through all my bullets and try and just thin out the numbers as much as possible and then move up to collect bullets. And now I have to because I'm out of bullets altogether. There we go. Go down! There we go. I'm being a lot more aggressive than I have any reason to be. And it's purely just because I know of how quickly things can go sour in this area. So I'm just trying to burn through it quickly so I can survive. Especially because the checkpoint is not until post this area. And this shotgun has more range than you might think, so don't feel afraid to use it at mid-range. If it's sniper range, obviously don't bother, you're wasting your time, but from that range it was fine enough for me to open fire. Even though I could have shot the sap in hindsight. The auto aim was what dicked me over then. It pulled me down because the guy jumped down. And in hindsight, even though I never play PC, anytime I have the option to turn auto aim off, I do. Like, I played enough shooters to have a decent enough aim that I don't need aim assist. I think aim assist just makes your aim worse, not better. Because you end up becoming more lenient on it. So anytime I have the chance to turn off aim assist, the fucker goes off. I know that's a very PC mindset, because that's like one of the beauties of PC. You never have to worry about aim assist. But I've never been a PC player. It's not my cup of tea. I've always been a console guy. Even recently, when I tried to get Steam sorted out on my laptop, I just sort of looked through the game list and I was like, you know what, I could just fucking get some of this on console, and all the other shit is just so minute that I'm not fussed. I'd rather just get it on console than waste my time with Steam. Oddly enough, I didn't die in this gunfight, when I really should have. Because I was burning through my ammo like nobody's business. I was being way too aggressive, and now I'm out of bullets, like you can hear, and there's still a dude left. So I need to make a push to try and get to him. Or get to a gun, or him. So I just make a push for the shotgun. Realise there's another dude, so I take his head off and then wipe him out.
Let's use the cart.
But if you're following along, be a lot more sensitive to bullets there. Don't be so fucking aggressive like I was. I think it was just because of that last section it wound me up a bit. Alright, thanks for the help, Chloe, at the end.
Nice work, guys.
Thanks for the help, Chloe.
Don't mention it.
No, why do I even do commentary, right? So the same thing I did. Oh, anyway, that's the end of that section, so we can finally start heading after the Sintamani Stone. But I think there's still one more puzzle standing in our way yet, unfortunately. And Lazarevich and Flynn are still somewhere around here, because obviously they didn't die the easy way. Oh, my ears started ringing. Oh, right, this fight. I do die here. I actually died quite a number of times, but you're only going to see my first death. Because it's such an open... This one's only hard because it's such an open space, it's hard to find good cover. So I end up sitting up here just to sort of inspect what goes on. That was me editing out me waiting to see what's going on for quite a while. And then I just sort of try and get on with it and see what happens. Because if you wait long enough, the Guardians will wipe out and thin some numbers. But the Guardians will also get killed in the end. And, oh fucking hell. Nice throw, flipping heck. Guys on the side here are the ones that will kill you if you stay up here, so like preferably you should keep moving. You should be sort of circling the arena, moving from cover to cover, because they will all start to migrate towards you as time goes on. As you're gonna see me sort of do. You're gonna like sort of rotate around the area, but also have the consistent ongoing panic of there's not enough bullets, which there really isn't. I was way too over the top in the last gunfight, so I don't have the bullets to safely get my way through this area. And now I'm being shot at, so I need to try and be more aggressive, so rocket launcher. That's me trying to decide whether I want the crossbow or the rocket launcher more, because they're both just that good. And that was me attempting to do a bit of a trick, but it didn't really pan out the way I was hoping to. You can skip the reload if you swap weapon. But it's only if you start the reload. It's sort of like Vanquish's way of doing it, where if you start the reload and immediately swap weapon, it will finish off the reload for you when you're using the other weapon, so you can cancel it. But there's no real point for a lot of the weapons in this game to do it, and by the time there is a reason to do it, when they introduce heavy weapons later in the series, they patch out that method, so it doesn't matter, unfortunately. So Uncharted 4 has a lot of heavy weapons that take a bit of time to reload. You can't just do the standard safe reload.
Okay, all clear.
It's me gun wrapping, but that's the last fight you've really got to worry about. It's like scrounge for what you need, but this sort of be conscious of what you're actually going to want to have and not. No, that's not the way. Come on, past me. There's only 4 minutes left. You can work it out before then. It's up here in the big, glorious area. That's very obvious to be some. Actually, I'm curious. Can you skip that entire gunfight if you just book it up here?
Right.
Sort of like how you could skip the gunfight in the first Uncharted game by just booking it and hugging the right wall. Also, there is a treasure in this area that I just run straight past. It was behind one of the flaming lanterns to the right, and I didn't know about that until I was on my 100% run through to try and get them all. That I spotted it, and I was like, oh, for fuck's sake! And it was the very last one I was missing as well. Yep, more stairs. But we are approaching the Sintamani Stone. It feels like they wanted to do more of this big area, but just kind of didn't, which is why there's so many goddamn stairs with nothing going on.
There it is. The Chintamani Stone.
I can't believe we beat them here.
It's beautiful.
Yep. Magnificent. Now let's smash it and get the hell out of here.
Wait. Something's not right.
What do you mean?
Marco Polo had it wrong. This isn't a sapphire, it's amber.
Amber.
Yeah, you know, fossilized resin. It's tree sap. Wait a minute.
What is it?
You gotta be shitting me.
Hello, Nate.
I hate it when he does this.
Tell me about it.
How could I have missed it?
Missed what?
There's not actually a stone. It's the resin, the sap from the Tree of Life.
Okay, hold on. Now you've lost me. This tree.
No. That tree.
There he is. Lazarevich.
He's headed to the tree. Oh my god. The black teeth.
What?
The black teeth on those guardian things and the bodies in Borneo. They ate the resin, and it changed them somehow.
And you think that's what Lazarevich is planning to do?
You really want to wait around and find out?
Bravo, Sherlock.
Well done. Flynn? Jesus.
Oh, Harry.
What's the matter, mate? Disappointed Lazara bitch beat you to it? I'm afraid you just missed him. Figured I'd stay behind and wait for you to come join my little party.
What are you talking about?
Maybe that's what old Zoran wanted all along, eh? He's cleverer than he looks.
Oh, we can still stop him.
Elena, don't.
Oh, we can help you.
Sorry, love. This isn't a movie. And you're not the plucky girl who reforms the villain and saves the day. It's just not done like that.
Flynn, listen to me.
Parting gift from Lazarevich. Pity he took the pin.
Get back!
Elena!
No.
Oh my god.
Elena! Okay. You're gonna be okay. Come on, we're gonna get you out of here. Come on.
Just stop, Lazarevich. Go.
Not a chance. Come on.
Shit.
It's all right. I've got her. You cover us.
All right, this way.
Lazarevich.